Hey y'all.
Mommy, look!
Of course. As soon as I start talking. Now the wind is picking up. Yes, please enjoy those. We'll call that perfect timing. I just got them a bunch of Yum Earth fruit snacks and Annie's fruit snacks. Thank you to fucking Cow Fresh because they upped, they upped the pandemic money. So the kids get to enjoy some extras like 3 different flavors of fruit snacks, and I buy it in bulk off Amazon. So 3 different flavors of fruit snacks, and then from Yum Earth, and then 2 different types of fruit snacks from Annie's. That shit is the best because it's natural sugars and it doesn't have any white sugar, so it's mostly fruit juice, and maybe some cane syrup. So it's I love those 2 brands. They're amazing, And so behind me, you see some my temple stuff. When I was young, I had this is some epic bear stuff. I had this in my closet, in my room. I had goddess pictures that I had photocopied from books from the library, and I had them all over my wall and all over the ceiling. And I would just go in my closet and pick it and read and take notes, And so I've been working on having stuff up with the toddlers, And so luckily those are not interesting enough to tear down at the moment. And so I have this image, this book, this epic book that I love so much, was just wet. So I was like, well, since the pages are now going to deteriorate and stuff, that's my sign to do something with the images besides just leave them in the book. So I started putting them up on the wall, and it's nice. It's always nice to be in a festive mood. So I love having Christmas lights up year round, And so the picture I'm about to show you is ripped up. I'm just telling you ahead of time. That's why, because it's time for me to start taking the pictures out of the book. So this is Creatan, Minoan goddess. This is a legendary image in feminist spirituality, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the description page, and I'm going to say a bunch of stuff in between because this is my thing. So I want to do an introduction to the books to give you a space. So we're entering ritual space. I feel it. So this book is called The Heart of the Goddess, and it's by a woman named Haley Iglehart Austin, and the foreword is by Jean Shinoda Bowling, Bolen. You'll see it right now if I put it up again. So I'm just gonna see if you can see. And so it says Art, Myth, and Meditations of the World's Sacred Feminine. And so it's got sections because there's a meditation at the end, so I want to give you a sense for what the context is. And so the sections in the book are Creatrix, Birth, Nurturance, Fire and Sun, Mothers of the Deities, Mothers of the People, Lady of Plants and Animals. Let's see how much I can read on the other page. Whatever those other sections are. Death and Rebirth, Probably destruction, yeah. And then death and rebirth, trance. And then part 3 is celebration, and the sections are the sacred yoni. That's the only one that's showing it. And then, just so you know, the at the end of the contents is text notes, references, bibliography, image credits, text credits, resources about the author. So just real quick about the author. Yeah, you love my lights. My lights are awesome. And then up there, I've got Shea Moisture. So, yeah, this is an amazing book. It's a very healing book to look through, just to look through, just to look through. So, that's like the kind of give people a space to get ready and rummage around while they're still kicking it. You know. So the title is The Minoan Snake Priestess. Europe, circa 1600 BCE. There's a quote here from Vicki Noble, and it says, in ancient China, India, Europe, the Middle East, and the Americas, the snake symbolized the creation of earth and the psychosexual creativity of individual females. Priestesses in many cultures learned mastery of serpent power, the enlightened use of our primal energy. It is the resurgence of this snake power in our time that may be the only hope for the survival of our planet. And that is from a book called Snake Power by Vicki Noble. And Vicki Noble, I know from working with her through a book called, well, let me start with talking about the Mother Peace Tarot, which is actually right here. And these were the first cards ever printed as circles. And that was really big because the U.S. Games, the U.S. Games, I forgot the other part of it, but they're the publisher for our tarot decks. And so there was work that had to be done in order for, there was advocacy that had to be done in order for them to be able to get those cards printed in the circle form. So I think that's worth noting, And because there are so many circle decks now, and it's so easy to print. I'm like video size limit reached, like almost, So Vicki Noble was part of the women's spirituality movement, as was Haley and Jean. And so they did a lot of work